Hi, friends, and welcome to Decorate Your Life, Scrapbooking, and Card Making. Today I'm sharing with you this beautiful Graphic 45 A Lady's Diary folio. This folio is actually intended for the sole purpose of note taking and journaling. Its dimensions are 9 by 11 with a 1 1/4 inch spine. I'll leave you with my Graphic 45 supply list with links in the area underneath this video, and you'll also find a full supply list in my blog. Okay, hi y'all. I am so excited to show you my self-portrait project for Graphic 45 for the month of June. That's right, this is June. Graphic 45 is running a self-portrait challenge this month on their Facebook page, where you make a project that reflects who you are and the types of mediums that you like to use, and your crafting style and so forth. And I love data keeping, record keeping. I love to journal. I love to write things down. I'm in meetings half the time during my work day, and I'm always writing stuff down, okay? And so I do enjoy making folios and journals and whatnot so that I can keep up with my note keeping. And so I went ahead and I made myself a folio, and now this folio is not intended for pictures or anything like that. It's just for record keeping, but if you decide to make one just like this, you can always turn it into your very own folio mini album if you wish. These are so easy to make. Okay, first of all, for the stats, like I mentioned earlier, this folio is 9 by 11 with an 1.25 inch. Did I say? No, 1 1/4 inch spine. And let me show you real quick what the back looks like. I had to just stop and think for a moment. This is the back to my folio. Now, I did use two paper collections, one more than the other. Okay, I used A Lady's Diary, and I also used Love Notes, because I just love the way those two collections play very well together. And so I wanted to go ahead and do that. Now, on the front of my folio, you will see that I use the Graphic 45, oops, here we go, right there. The Graphic 45 metal corners, along with the Graphic 45 flatback pearls. And these flatback pearls do come in 3 colors when you get them per packet. You get them in gold, and you get them in silver, and also in black. I hope that you can see that. And you do, here's more. And you do get them in several different sizes. So I love their flatback pearls. Now, these right here are Door Knockers by Graphic 45, and over here I used some of my dies from Spellbinders to make this very ornate, kind of like, since it's a fold, I think it's a gatefold is what the terminology is in scrapbooking. So I thought that these shapes look just like very ornate gates, iron gates. So that's the reason why I put those here along with the door knockers. And over here, this is just a regular closure that I got from my local hobby store. And so we go like so when ready for the opening. Ta-da! I love the way this came out, and I tell you, it was so super easy to make. Okay, so I gotta tell you, everything that you see here, minus the metals of course, I made from scratch. I even made this notebook from scratch. Now, let me start with the sides first of all. Along the sides, I decided to just add a couple of pockets to fit a couple of bookmarkers. And my bookmarkers were made with the Graphic 45 long tags. Alrighty, just long tags, and I adorned it with a little brad here and some trims for my stash. And I used the square tag Alrighty, right along here I use the square tag to make a pocket, okay? And the way that I did this is I did the same thing that I did with my purse tutorial, a tiny little purse tutorial that I have out, and I guess I'll go ahead and link you to that right over there and in the area underneath this video. So this is just for tags, and the tags are basically for bookmarkers. They're going to serve as bookmarkers. So I made one there and a pocket for it there, and I made another one, and this is so pretty, so super cute. Look, it's so pretty. I love it. So yeah, and as you can see, I use papers primarily from the Lady's Diary and also from Love Notes. I just love how those two play so well together. And let's go on to the middle. Right along here we have, I'm just going to use my pen to point. Right along here we have more of the flat back pearls from Graphic 45, and these are in black, and as you can see, you get 3 different sizes per package and 3 different colors per package. And right along here, this is just a cutout that I used one of my Spellbinders dies to do this shape right along here. And this is also a frame from one of my Spellbinders dies. Now right along here, what I've done is I just added this Graphic 45 A Lady's Diary chipboard piece, and all I did was add a trim for my stash to give it that contrast, and I love the way it turned out. Now let me move this a little bit in this way so that you could see the top. Now this part right here, I got this from my local scrapbooking store, and this is something that I added to the base of my folio so that way it would hold my notebook. But not only does it hold my notebook, but it also holds a folder. I went ahead and I made a folder with pockets so that I can add things in here. Now real quick, let me show you the notebook that I made. I did make it from scratch, and I did use a binding machine to make the binder. And so yeah, and I also use the Graphic 45 chipboard pages. They do come in a 12 by 12 pack, and you get several of them per pack, and so I use that to make my notebook. And I just use the sheets that I have from my stash. I am a planner girl, and I get tons and tons of planning supplies, and I just I use them and I trim them to best fit my needs. And what I did here was, with just a regular circle punch, I punched a couple of circles from the Graphic 45 Love Notes collection, just to kind of like mark a different style of page, because what I'm going to be doing is kind of like a weekly planner layout. I'm going to draw a layout here, and I'm going to do notes here. We go ahead and we put this to the side, and it was so super easy to make this folder. I mean, all I did was I did use 2 12 by 12 sheets from the Lady's Diary, and I put them together, and then I believe this is a 3.5 inch or a 3-inch that I did in my scoring board, and I just scored and I folded them over, and all I did was just add some wet glue right along here, and that's pretty much it. It's so super easy. And to help these close a lot better, I just with scissors, I just hand cut a triangular shape over here. That way it makes it so much easier for me to close. And right along here is that what do you call it, that clip that I added myself from this. And because I love using the packagings, I thought that the front cover to the Lady's Diary collection was the perfect piece to use on the back of my folio. And isn't this so super pretty? Let me hold it like that so that you can see it. And you will see more pictures in my blog, and I will also post some at the end of this video. And like I said, it was so super simple, so easy to make, and I promise you, making a folio like this only takes you but maybe a day or a day and a half, depending on how fast you work. I don't work very fast at all. I savor the moment. You know, to me, crafting with graphic 45 papers is like dining with fine wine. You gotta go slow and you gotta savor every moment. And I just love this collection. So anyways, I hope that this video inspires you, and I hope that my project inspires you to do something like this for yourself or for a friend. And I think it's a wonderful gift for any friend that you have, and so forth. And so thank you so very much for watching, and yeah, go ahead and visit my blog for a full supply list and more pictures, and I will see you once again real soon. Okay, bye now.